start a completely new career, whether that's speaking for yourself, selling your own stuff, or selling other people's products or services.
Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jess and James, the only podcast you need to tune into each week to grow your personal, professional, and financial life. Join entrepreneur, investor, and multi-award-winning international speaker Jess and James as he shows you how to take control of your mind to create the life, income, and career you deserve. Here's your host, Jess and James.
I am going to share with you on this web class, for many of you watching, why I believe every single one of you have a great opportunity to take advantage of right now, should you take advantage of it. One thing you've got to understand is this. Everybody talks about an opportunity of a lifetime. What people fail to tell people is there's a lifetime of that opportunity. Give me a 1 in the chat box if that makes sense, please. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Yes, there's opportunity all around us. Yes, there is. But some people think that opportunity of a lifetime means that it's available forever. It's not. There will become a time where it won't be available anymore. And that's why I want you to jump on what I'm saying really, really, really quickly. Okay. I'm going to show every single one of you what you can do to actually implement and take this further. And number one, start a completely new career as a trainer, as a speaker, whether that's speaking for yourself, selling your own stuff, or selling other people's products or services, or if you want to go bigger with this, how you can get noticed and recognized on global platforms, whether those are virtual or in person, as a professional speaker. And when I share that opportunity with you guys towards the end of this, there will be a window of opportunity for a select few of you to carry on. And I will show you why I have done something that I have never done before. And I want to gift that to you right at the end of this training. So make sure you stick around right until the end. So the agenda, something I get asked a lot. People often come to these web classes and go, what are you going to cover? What are you going to learn? Well, here's what I want to share with you. I'll be sharing with you right on this web class how you can overcome stage fright. Now, do me a favor, please. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you would love to be in a position where you never have any fear on stage. Give me a 1 if you'd love to do that. Sonia, you're skipping your training to stick around. Good for you, Sonia. Appreciate you. Yeah. Look, there's lots of us typing 1s in the chat box. Now, here's an interesting fact. Did you know in the United States, the number one fear is actually the fear of public speaking. People are more afraid of public speaking, yeah, than anything else. They'd rather die. Like the second fear is death, okay? So people, number one, they're more afraid of public speaking. The second fear is death. They'd rather die than freaking speak, which is madness, okay? Now, in the UK, it's slightly different. I think the number one fear in the UK, I think, is spiders or something like that. But here's the thing. Most people are afraid of that. So I want to teach you how to overcome stage fright. Number two, I'm going to show you how to build credibility in 12 minutes flat. You see, most people, when they're speaking on platforms, are unable to build credibility quickly. If you want people to pay you big money, if you want people to take you seriously, if you would like people to invest in you, you've got to elevate your credibility within 12 minutes on stage. I'll show you why that's so important in a moment, even if you have no previous experience, and even if you think you are not good enough. I'll share with you how to do that. Number three, I'm going to show you how to create a profitable topic, because some of us might not even have a topic yet. We might not even be sure of what is it am I going to speak about? What am I going to talk on? What am I going to teach people? I'll share with you how to tap into that in a moment. Number four, I'll also explain to you how important it is for you to learn the art of serving and selling. Because here's the thing. Many of us would love to increase our sales. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you would like to generate even more income than what you currently do, please. And that's not a trick question. I hope everybody understands that I'm asking you a relevant question. I think it's relevant. Yeah. Thanks for all the ones. I appreciate you guys. For those of you not interacting, hopefully you got the memo. Please interact. Okay. If I ask you to do something, please. Yes. Thank you. I think every single one of us here wants to know how to increase our sales. But here's the challenge. Give me a 2 in the chat box if sometimes you also struggle with selling, as in you don't really like selling. Give me a 2 if you don't really like selling. You feel a bit sleazy, a little bit creepy, and you might think that people think you're a bit of a creep as well. Yeah, loads of 2s coming in. So isn't that interesting? We all want more, but we all are perhaps a bit apprehensive to sell. And this is why we get stuck. We get stuck in this loop of wanting more, but not behaving as if we need more. So the intention's there, but what shows up in intention doesn't always show up in behavior. So I'm going to share with you how important it is for you not to sell to people, but to serve them, which will ultimately help them to buy. And that's the difference. I'll also show you how to get paid a minimum of £300 to £1,000 per day. And that's a minimum as a professional trainer. Okay. If you decide to become a professional speak to sell trainer, then there's a very good chance you can make anything from 10 to 20 to 50, sometimes even £100,000 in one single presentation. And I've done this myself as well as many of my students. But I also know something here. Not everyone is going to be playing at that level. I have to be honest with you. Anyone who knows me and have heard me speak before, in fact, give me a 1 below if you've heard me speak before, you've attended any of my presentations, you've watched any of my videos or anything like that. Yes, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Look, anyone who knows who I am knows that I don't do get rich quick. I am not your get rich quick guy. If you're looking for some scammy, sleazy, get rich quick, make money overnight, make money while you sleep, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, click away now. I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. All right. I do get rich for sure. There's a difference. Get rich for sure means you do the things that you need to do over a consistent period of time, and then you eventually win. But one thing I realized is I have a lot of people coming to me asking me, Jess, can you train me in public speaking? Jess, can you teach me how to do what you do? Jess, I want to be like you on stage. I want to do this. I want to do that. And that's incredible. And I love that. But I also know if I tell people, every one of you, that you can make the kind of money I make from a stage in 90 minutes, I might be setting you up for failure. Why? Because I understand that not everybody's like me. What I have discovered right now, though, and I'll talk to you more about that in a second, is that there's this incredible window of opportunity right now in the training industry, where companies and businesses are looking for people like you to go and train their teams on stuff that they need within their organizations. And as a bare minimum, you can earn anything from £500 to £1,000 per day, roughly per day, per training session, getting paid by companies. Now, just to put it into perspective, if you got paid £500 a day even, and you did that 10 times a month, you'd be making £5,000 a month for only 10 days worth of work. That is almost triple what people get paid as a basic salary monthly for doing 40 hours a week. Think about that for a minute. And that's why I'm telling you, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something that if you signed up for here and you're coming along this evening that you want to learn and you want to go off and make millions of pounds. It's possible, but that's not what I'm offering you today. I'm offering you, number one, a potential career change. For those of you who might be working in a job right now you don't like, well, look, I know a lot of you are trying to study right now. Some people are studying courses at college. They're going to college 4 or 5 days a week to learn something new. And that's great. And I respect you. But let me tell you something right now. Why on earth would you spend 4 days of your week, every single week for the next 12 months, only to go and get a promotion at work in a job where you could potentially get fired? It makes no sense to me. There's also an opportunity right now if you are already a coach, consultant, trainer, speaker, author, information sharer, content creator, someone who's experienced some pain in their past, to create their own course or their own program and run profitable workshops, retreats, seminars, whether that's virtual or in person. There's a great opportunity right now for you to monetize your knowledge, serve people one-to-many in the event space. And I'm telling you now, there are incredible opportunities out there. And I'm personally looking for some people right now on this web class to train, to work with, and to give them some potential speaking gigs. That's what I'm looking for right now. There's also an opportunity right now for you, which is the sixth thing I'll talk to you about whilst you're on here, to create recurring income as a speaker. You see, one of the challenges you might face as a professional trainer, as a professional speaker, is this. You might struggle to create recurring income because you're trading your time for money. As in, if you're not teaching, you're not getting paid. What I want to share with you is how you can use the art of professional speaking to speak one-to-many on pre-recorded webinars, pre-recorded videos, pre-recorded training sessions that you can sell to people even when you're asleep. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you'd like to make money while you sleep, please. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you'd like to make money while you sleep, okay? This is the only get rich quick-ish type of language you'll ever hear me use, okay? Right. So if you want to make money while you sleep, here's the trick. You've got to do something whilst you're awake first, all right? There's no making money in your sleep if you're not doing something whilst you're awake first, all right? So that's what I want to cover with you right now. So let's take a look at where you might be right now. Where are you right now? Let's take a look. Potentially right now, if you're already in business, maybe you're a coach. Are there any coaches here? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're a coach, consultant, a service-based entrepreneur, someone who coaches, mentors people, gives people advice. Yes, fantastic, excellent, cool. Well, look, if you're anything like that, or maybe you're already a business owner, doesn't matter whether you're a speaker or not, but if you're a business owner, maybe right now you're not known enough. People don't know who you are. Now, let me ask you another really direct, powerful question. Give me a 2 if you believe you've got a talent, skill, or a gift that can make somebody else's life better. Give me a 2 if you believe that. And not just make their life better, transform somebody else's life. Yeah. Look how many 2s are going off in the chat box. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. Well, here's the thing. As much as I love every single one of you, you can't help everyone if you are the world's best kept secret. So maybe right now you're in a position where people don't know who you are right now, and you're running around doing 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, chasing people, having strategy sessions with them, knocking on doors, putting social media content out there, trying to get people to jump on strategy calls with you so that you can hopefully close them into a coaching program or something like that. It's not going to serve you. You're going to get tired of it. You're going to get sick of it. You're going to get burnt out, and you're going to feel like, hey, you know what? I know I want to help people, but I can't keep doing this because it's damaging my own self-esteem. I don't want you to be there. I want people to know who you are, because ultimately right now you might be in a situation where you don't have enough prospects into your business and you're not making enough sales. Possibly you're time poor. Maybe you're juggling family life. You're juggling other things, and you've got other things that you want to do. You've got other projects that you want to do, and you're finding that your time is getting consumed by trying to make it in life, whatever it might be. Possibly you want to start an expert business. I know a lot of you are on this web class right now, who every single one of you who jumped onto this, who saw me post out that there's an opportunity right now for a career change. Maybe right now you want to start an expert business, and I'll be sharing with you why you should be listening to me for the rest of this presentation in a moment. Maybe you want to quit your job. I know some people watching right now who would love to tell their boss to stick it where the sun don't shine, and they don't want to be there anymore. Well, if that's you, stick around. And maybe you want to turn your passion into a profit. Maybe that's who you are. Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think every single one of you watching this right now, if you're passionate about something, should be able to turn that into a profit. You should get paid to do what you love. They say, do what you love what you do. I believe you should get paid for that too. So where would you like to be instead? Well, maybe right now you would love to know how to be the go-to authority in your industry. Imagine right now, you are the go-to person in your industry. Prospects come looking for you instead of you go looking for them. Give me a 1 in the chat box if that's a much better way to do business, please. People coming to you rather than you running to them. Absolutely. Exactly. You shouldn't be chasing people. You should have them come to you instead. Maybe you want to be in a situation right now where you are earning more and working less. Now, let me explain why you should take that seriously. We have been going through some crazy times, and people are being conditioned to hustle, work hard, work 24 hours, bust their backsides, have a family, look after their family, look after themselves, do all this kind of stuff. Society has placed a lot of pressure on us just to live. Look, let me explain something to you. Every single one of you should be working less. You should be earning more, and you should be living your life. Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying right now. Did you know somebody went to bed last night with the best intention to wake up this morning, and they didn't even wake up? Think about what I'm saying. Somebody went to bed last night and didn't wake up this morning. If you wake up every single morning, it means you've got an opportunity to live your life, to fulfill your dreams, to fulfill your passions. I would hate to see you leave this world having not achieved your dreams. What you should all be aiming for is leaving this world with memories, not dreams. Think about what I'm saying. All of you should be leaving this world with memories, not dreams. Create memories. Go out there and live your life, my friends. But we can't do that if we're busting our backsides all the time, working all the time. Some of us have got kids. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you've got kids. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you've got kids, please. Yes? Give me a 2 if you're not sure. I'm just kidding. So someone wrote 2. You're an interesting person. Anyway, but look, here's the thing. I don't want to be that parent, and I definitely don't want you to be that parent who busts their backside working all the time and doesn't get to share precious moments with their children. There are times that you won't get back. Seeing your kids take their first steps, seeing your kids do something at school, being there on a sports day, being there to support them, being there to put them through school, being able to give them stuff that they could never, ever, ever imagine, being able to tell your children that they can have whatever they want because you don't have to worry about money or time anymore. That's where you should all be heading to. Maybe right now, what if right now you're running your own highly paid expert business, getting paid to share your knowledge? Think about that. What if you're no longer working for somebody else? And what if right now you get paid to do what you love? Well, how do you get there fast? How do you get there fast? By using public speaking. So why use public speaking? Why use public speaking? Let me explain. Public speaking has been around for many, many, many centuries. If you look at all of the leaders in history, one thing they've been able to do is command the attention of people one to many. Think about that. Seeing people one to many. Now, why is that a smarter way to do things? Because right this very moment, if you want to get paid more doing one-to-one work, you either need to increase your prices or increase the number of hours you put in. Chances are you're going to end up overpricing yourself at one point and burning yourself out. Give me a 1 in the chat box if that makes sense, please. If you trade time for money, yes, you'll burn out. All right. So better way of doing that is serving people one to many. We're living in an era right now where people are paying good money to learn online. They're paying good money to people to come and train them. They're paying good money to attend workshops, to attend seminars, to attend retreats. People are paying good money for that, and they will come to see you. Here's the other thing. The people who are getting paid right now are the people like you and me. There's been a shift in the marketplace, and I'm telling you, people, you've got to jump on this opportunity. There's been something that I've been talking about for a few years now. It's starting to come into fruition. And that is something that I call the redistribution of wealth. No longer do you need to be famous to be on stage. No longer do you need to have lots of zero in the bank to be able to go and actually help people. No longer do you need to have a long CV and all this massive credibility to be able to go and train and speak and get paid for that. It's all changed. It's a level playing field now. There's opportunity for people like yourselves. Think about it like this. Look at all these big organizations that lost a lot of money during the pandemic. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you agree that money actually hasn't disappeared. It's still somewhere in the economy. Give me a 1 if you agree. It hasn't disappeared, right? It's still in the economy. So what that means is it's being redistributed to the people like you and I who are spotting opportunity. And the opportunity right now, I'm telling you, is in the training industry. Coaching, mentoring, training, speaking, delivering talks. That's where the money is. So question for you. Type in the chat box. What industry are you in? What industry are you in? Let me see. What kind of industries have we got here? And even if you're working a job right now, I want you to write down what industry is your job in. You know, is it, you've got lots, look at this, we've got loads of different ones from, you know, letting agents, from beauty to career change coach. Sonia's a career change coach. We've got well-being, childcare, addiction, legal, retail, travel, insurance, retail again, personal development, interior design, podiatry, dog training, project management. There's so many comments, I can't keep up with all of them. Yeah. And some, for those of you who've written down unemployed, write down, what are you good at? Tell me in the chat box. What are you good at? What do people usually come and ask your advice for? What do people come and ask your advice for? And even if you think, hey, I'm not good at anything, then guess what? I've got something for you at the end of this web class. All right. So good. Loads of people can share their knowledge. Look, wherever you are, whatever your industry you're in, public speaking will accelerate your results. I'm telling you now. Why now? Why now? Why now more than ever? Because let's be honest, it's not the first time you've heard about being a speaker. It's not the first time you've heard about being a trainer. So why now more than ever? Well, the truth of the matter is the world has changed. The world has completely changed. Let's be honest. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you understand that the world has completely changed. It's gone bonkers. It's changed. Yeah. Who on earth could have predicted what we've just gone through? Nobody can. But the truth of the matter is when the world changes, it creates opportunity. When the universe shifts, it creates a void. Please write that down. When the universe shifts, it creates a void. That void must be filled. If that void isn't filled by the right people, it will end up creating another shift. This is what's happened right now with the economy. There was a void. The universe shifted. The economy shifted, which has created a void. And the void now is there for you and I to fill it. And I would like you to take advantage of that massive opportunity. So what is that massive opportunity right now? People are looking to reskill. People are looking for guidance right now. People are looking for knowledge. People are looking for mentorship. So if you're self-employed and you want to teach people what you already know, there's a gap for that. But here's where there's another opportunity. Even if you've got no previous knowledge or previous experience, you can get paid good money right now to go into corporate organizations and companies and teach their staff. These corporate organizations employ hundreds, if not thousands of people, and they all need training. They all need development. And here, because there's an opportunity in the marketplace right now, they understand that a lot of these companies need to change the way that they think. Some of them no longer can afford to waste time and money on people who are not delivering the goods. If you know a topic or a subject right now, this is where you can get corporate training contracts. You can get, look, and when I say £300, £500, that's a bare minimum you can earn. The industry standard in the corporate sector is £1,000 to £3,000 per day per session. Now think about that. If you got 5 corporate contracts a month, and all you did for 5 days a month, if you went into each of these organizations and you delivered 1 day of training each month, that's £3,000 a day times 5. Do the maths. That's 15 grand a month. This is not get rich quick. This is get rich for sure. So what I'm trying to explain to you is there's a massive opportunity right now. And for those of you who don't have any knowledge, maybe you've got no skills. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, Jason, I don't know anything. I've been working a manual job or I've been working for someone else and I don't really have enough confidence to go and teach my own stuff. Well, here's the other opportunity right now. There are people like myself. There are people like other training businesses who are looking for speakers right now, who are looking for trainers. I'm personally right now in a period of growth across all of my businesses. I own 2 training businesses and I have a lot of business partners in the training industry. Those of you who know me know I'm very well connected in the speaker industry. Right this very minute, we are looking for people to partner up with. We're looking for people to train up. I'm looking for speakers who can go out there and deliver my course content as well as my colleagues' course content and get paid a daily rate to go and do that. Look, this is an opportunity where you can potentially, like some of my students, get flown abroad, get put up in hotels, get all of your expenses paid, and get paid to go on stage. Think about that. Now, look, if you are looking for a career shift right now, please listen to this presentation carefully. There is massive opportunity right now, but you have to act fast. You've got to act fast.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jess and James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessandjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.